My PR will Sunday, I was planning to do that. Yes! It's Monday now. In the morning, I said I was planning to do that when
Okay, I am Bosse Onodavero. I'm a staff of Nigeria Police Force. I worked with him many years ago when he was coordinating the Police Week. At that time, I was the National Quiz Coordinator, Police Week. Okay, so I worked directly with him, and I answered to him. And apart from that, he's from my state, so we call him uncle, we call him brother.
So having worked so closely with him, what would you remember him for?
I remember him for being very professional, down to earth and kind. He was a police officer with a difference. He did not have airs. He was very kind and compassionate. He was good to all his staff and to everyone. He was fair and firm in judgment. You know, he was a good person by and large. Even when he was no more there, he was still good. You could reach him anytime. When he was the IGP, you will call him and he will pick your call. That is very unlike many of our big men. And if he is not able to pick your call, he will call you back. He read every message. He picked every call or returned every call. It's a great loss. It's a very, very huge loss.
Please tell us, what can you remember about his legacy, his person, having known him for so many years?
The retired IG who has just passed away is like he's a father to me. This is a mentor. This is somebody who always takes his time to correct people. We are going to lose a lot of his expertise when it comes to policing and some other things. He's an educationist. He's somebody who likes to gather people and let them know exactly what is happening. And I don't know how to express this thing when I felt yesterday. I was in the farm when they called me and they said I could not do anything. I was telling them inside, I could not even drive my car down here. I had to look for somebody to drive me. This is somebody with immense knowledge. We are going to lose that knowledge. He has immense knowledge in all ramifications you are thinking of. He is somebody who is great. The country, the Nigeria police, is going to lose him. The country has lost him too. But there is nothing we can do. The person who created all of us has decided to take him at this point in time. We only pray for him, for his peace, for him to rest in peace. That's what I can tell you. But it's a great loss. He's like father to me. He brought me, he mentored me, and what have you. When he was Commissioner of Police in Akwa Ibom, I was his mobile commander. I know what the tutelage I have passed through him. This is what is sustaining me now. Anybody who stays with him, you must learn one or two things from him. That is, you can't take it from him.
So, sir, having worked closely with him, what are his legacies that you will remember for? And what are the lessons that serving police officers can learn from what has happened? Thank you, sir.
Well, you know, as we come, we must go back to Allah. And the Almighty is miraculous. Miraculous in the sense that nobody can tell you when he's going to leave this world. How and when. Arase has played his part. He has served his country committedly and dedicatedly. He was a fine officer of the police. And we lost a great Nigerian, we lost a good policeman, a committed leader, a selfless person. What can we say? We just pray for him. We're equally on the road and we don't know when. May the Almighty bless so.
Having been his cosmate, I believe, from the military background.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What will you remember him for? What were his legacies that you think the serving officers, both in the police and the military, can learn from? Thank you.
The late IGP Solomon Arase, to me, was a thoroughbred professional police officer, and his love and commitment to this country was not in doubt, and he put this on display in all of the activities he did. The legacies he left behind include the passionate interest he showed in human resource development. I came here because I'm the Director General of the Nigerian Army Resource Center, and there he was a regular face in all of our human resource development programs. So we are going to sorely miss him.
We are saddened today for the loss of our friend. I call him Oga Solo. Solo was a quintessential police officer. When he was Inspector General of Police, I do recall that he was a human rights focused police officer who was committed to police reforms. Among the reforms he endured was what we call intelligence-led policing. Intelligence-led policing means that before police take any action, they use intelligence, they do investigation before arrest and detention, which is in recognition of the Constitution, which talks of presumption of innocence of every Nigerian. But that is not what happens today. Today, if anybody makes any complaint against you, you are arrested, you are detained before investigation starts. And when that happens, what happens is the citizen suffers. So he's known for citizen-centered policing. And all that was to make sure that, really, true to the word, police is your friend. Police is a friend of the citizen. And to be a friend of the citizen, it should center on how you treat the citizen in your work. Solo insisted that the citizen was of primary importance, that the citizen should be respected, the citizen should be presumed innocent, and the only way to do that was to use intelligence to carry out investigation before anybody is subjected to any arrest or detention. I remember him for these reforms. He's a good family man. He was a friend of the commission. Even when he was at the Police Service Commission, he continued the collaboration with the Human Rights Commission. He was never shy of collaboration with the commission. You know, there are some Inspector Generals of Police who would not want to associate with the commission. But Solo was like a household name in the commission. So for us, he has been the most friendly Inspector General of Police with the commission, and we encourage others to emulate the legacy he has left. He has left a big legacy, which is for police reforms, which is for constitutionality, and which is for respect for human rights. May his soul rest in perfect peace. And we have come here today with the entire National Human Rights Commission, all the directors, all the management staff, to show you our commitment and our feeling of a sense of loss. And he gave us his best, his wife, who works with us. If he was not human rights friendly, he would probably not allow the wife to work with the commission. So we owe him all that. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
I hardly know where to begin, but sir, as your colleague in the security community of Nigeria, how would you describe the person of late retired IGP Arase? What are the lessons that serving officers from any of the security agencies can learn from him? Thank you, sir.
Well, as former Controller General Immigration Service, I know my beloved Arase. One thing one should not forget about him, he never retired. He never retired, because that's what law enforcement is all about. You can leave the office, but you can serve your country by taking other responsibility, by giving advice, by caring about national security. We always speak. He always cares to give advice. I think that's what we should learn, that when you leave the office, you should not try to bring down a system. Anybody who retires is a value to a country. Arase died while serving. In the condolence register, I said he served. He served. He died while serving. I wish him well, and I wish his family well. The death of a person who has left great message is not yet dead. The person who died is a person who died and left nothing on ground. I wish the family well to have the strength, because they will ride on this good name. They will ride to many places with this great man's name. I wish him well. I wish the family well. To other people who are serving, please cultivate good relationship with everybody. Relationship is what matters. It's that what brought us together. I was not a police officer, but we are very close and we talk together a lot. Condolence to our country, condolence to Mr. President, and condolence to the Nigerian police force.
Thank you, sir. Sir, tell us, just tell us, because you are in the position, tell us more about the legacies, the professional legacies of late Arase.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me, and I want to thank you, AIT, for solidarity, for coming around to at least pay condolence with this family and with the police family in general. Solomon Arase is a great man. He was a great man, and he's still great. His legacies are still in his legacies in the Nigerian police force are indelible. When he was, in fact, as a junior officer, he led Nigerian contingent to Namibia. He excelled. He made the country proud. One of the best. He was seen as the best in Namibia. And again, when he came back, later became the PS to former the late IGP Balogun, blessed memory too, on that great man. And Arase, a leader with a start. Even when he became became the IG. For him, welfare of the men is a priority. He wants to make sure the officers and men of the force are happy. He wants to see professionalism being promoted. He wants to see that the citizens themselves are also happy. He introduced programs and policies that will endear the police to the citizens. He believed that policing should be intelligence-driven and knowledge-based.
Was that why he created IRT?
That's what he did, yes. That's what he did. Because he believed that 21st century policing is not like 15th century policing. He's a man with a reformative heart, dynamic. He's a very humble man. He's not a man he doesn't allow the rank to go into his head. As an IG, call him. If he misses your call, he'll call you back. He'll tell me, okay, Lobi, you know why people call? I don't know which call will save me or save another person. They can see the empathy in him. Understand? So Arase is a man, I love him so much. His children are so close to me. The wife, we are so close. When we're in cantonment, we always to go together. When doing a Balogun, we're a think tank of Talibu Balogun. Himself, myself, Ibaze, Lakpe, Lady Lakpe was the first PRO. So I very detribalized Nigerian. And his legacy will be remembered. He a man with a listening, leader with a listening ear. His doors are open. Doors are open for everybody. Listen to everybody. Not saying that, oh, I'm this. He doesn't play God because he's an IG. Humility is one quality that exalts you. We see everybody, people are mourning. People are mourning for him. We mourn for him. And I'm happy that the IG has hearkened to my advice. Then police flag should be flown and have mass in the whole police formation in the country. I want to thank the IG for doing that, for that honor, for honoring our great one. We need to show that. We need to show the world that we appreciate our own. Let the world know that we appreciate our own. Let me thank the IG for doing that.